Hi everyone, today I am going to be sharing with you my new morning and evening skincare routines. Both of these routines are personal to my skin's needs. If you want to build your own personalized skincare routine and you don't know how, I already have a video on that subject and I will link it up here for you so you can watch it a little bit later on. So I like to switch up my routine quite frequently. One, a change is as good as a rest, and also I test out products for everybody so often. I often fall in love with specific items and then want to fit them in my skincare routine. Also, my skin's needs and priorities change as the seasons change. So it's really good to switch out products that aren't working for you anymore or that you don't prioritize in your skincare routine anymore and put in those ones that are more specific to your skin's needs as the seasons change. So because of that, there will be products that featured in my previous skincare routine that no longer feature in this skincare routine. That does not mean I no longer like those products or they're no longer good for my skin or your skin either. It just means that my priorities have changed and I need other products in my skincare routine. And when I put other products in my skincare routine, I always like to take one or two products out. Not only is this a monetary issue because it's not a bottomless pit, I have a specific amount of money to spend on skincare and I refuse to go into debt, and so should you as well. Plus, I don't want a skincare routine with 25 products in. I like to keep my skincare routines to 3 minutes tops. I think 3 minutes in the morning, 3 minutes in an evening. Nobody wants to be spending more time on that unless you're having a pamper day. And by the way, I do have a video coming up all about my pamper day routines, really treating yourself, really nourishing your skin and doing those things that you don't have time to do on a daily basis, but it's really beneficial for your skin. So do stay tuned for that. So I think it's really, really important to, before you even put anything into a skincare routine, to assess your skin's needs. You need to know what you want to achieve. Now, my skin, just give you a little bit of background, my skin is predominantly dry. However, I did used to take some medication for my skin, which reduced the amount of oil production in my skin and also leveled out my hormones. I'm no longer taking those, and I haven't been taking those now for around about 7 months. So my hormones are absolutely everywhere, which makes it really interesting living in my house at the moment. Send your love and your thoughts to Wes. It's a struggle. Anyway, my hormones are absolutely everywhere, and also I've started to produce a lot more oil in my skin. So I do have some oily patches, and I've started to have those breakouts again. So my skincare routine is going to focus on 4 different areas which are specific to my skin's needs. The first one, I want to improve my skin's overall health. By doing that, I'm increasing skin's hydration, collagen elastin production, which will in turn reduce fine lines and wrinkles, increase plumpness, firmness, bounce and glow. And I also want to look after the skin's barrier, because if that skin barrier becomes impaired, then you can just kiss goodbye to all the hydration, because it's just going to float away into the atmosphere and you're going to get red and you're going to get irritated and itchy. So skin's health is key to my skincare routine. The second thing that I'm going to be concentrating on is to reduce surface pigmentation. So I do have a little bit of acne scarring on my skin. I also have a tiny bit of melasma and also an uneven skin tone. So I want to target those specific things. The third thing I want to concentrate on is to reduce, repair, and prevent any future breakouts. Now, I am getting a lot of breakouts recently because I've stopped taking that medication that used to regulate my hormones and my sebum production. I'm now getting a lot more sebum production and my hormones are all over the place. So breakouts are coming like mountains on my skin. I would really like to prevent that from happening. So this skincare routine will concentrate on that area as well. The fourth thing, and arguably the most important thing that my skincare routine will focus on, is to protect the skin against sun damage, against environmental aggressor damage, and also against skin barrier damage. So let's get on with it. So firstly, let's talk about my morning routine. Now, I don't like to cleanse my skin with a cleanser first thing in the morning. Over cleansing can cause skin barrier damage. So I like to save my cleansing routine for in the evening to remove any SPF and to remove any makeup. And I always double cleanse in an evening, but I will go on to that a little bit later on when we talk about my evening routine. In the morning, I just like to splash my face with water to remove any excess skincare residue that I applied the night before. And then I get on with my morning routine. So firstly, I would apply my eye serum. Now, if you have an eye serum or an eye cream, I definitely would recommend that you apply these items first, because the ingredients within these items need to get where they need to go, and if you're applying them on top of other products, you just hinder the process and it's just a lot slower. So I would always apply your eye products around that delicate eye area and make sure that they get the most benefit possible by applying them first. So the eye serum that I use is from Neod and it's the Fractionated Eye Contour Concentrate. This is seriously liquid, extremely lightweight, very comfortable to wear, but seriously packs a punch. This has reduced my dark circles. It continues to hydrate not only my under eye, but it's also safe to use on the eyelid and the eyelashes as well. This is full of beautiful peptides that smooth and increase the skin's firmness. It also reduces any fine lines and wrinkles and also reduces puffiness as well. It is an all-rounder, it is magic stuff, and I'll continue to use it all the way through the autumn and the winter. So after my eye serum, once a week I like to exfoliate my skin. I don't feel it necessary for me personally to exfoliate any more frequently than that. You may need to, I definitely don't. So once a week I use my Paula's Choice BHA liquid exfoliator. This will not only exfoliate my skin, but because beta hydroxy acid is oil soluble, it will also get really deep down in the pore and prevent any future breakouts from happening. So I am all for that. The exfoliation process is beautiful. This is a leave-on product. It's really lightweight, again, comfortable to wear. And because I've introduced extra products into my morning and evening skincare routine, therefore increasing the cost of my morning and evening skincare routine, I've actually switched out my Chantecaille Purifying and Exfoliating Phytoactive Solution, which I used to use to exfoliate, and put this product in instead, which is less than a third of the cost, but does a similar job. Next product, I love a hydrating mist, and this product has been in my skincare routine now for over 2 years and it is not going anywhere. This is the Neod Superoxide Dismutase Saccharide Mist. It is full of those beautiful antioxidants to protect the skin against those environmental aggressors and also protect the skin barrier, and it's full of beautiful hydrating ingredients, so will really fill your skin full of hydration. On another note, this is also really cooling and calming on the skin. That's not the reason I use it, but it's definitely another benefit. The next two products I actually like to mix in the palm of my hand into a little cocktail and then apply that cocktail to my skin. You don't want to apply too much of these. These are the products that if they dry on the surface of the skin, if you don't give them time to sink in, they will peel off all over the place. So a couple of drops of each is all you need. They will really benefit the skin, but they'll sink in without drying on the surface. These next two products are niacinamide 10% plus zinc 1% from The Ordinary and Claire's Fundamental Watery Oil Drops. Now, firstly, I use niacinamide because it's a great skin barrier protector. It will also regulate my natural oil production, which I could definitely use some of at the moment, which will hopefully help reduce the amount of breakouts that I'm having as well. And it's also great at evening the skin tone because it's a melanin inhibitor. It will stop that melanin from getting to the surface of the skin, which will really even out your skin tone. I use the Claire's Fundamental Watery Oil Drops for their hydrating purposes. They're also full of antioxidants, so will protect your skin against environmental aggressors, and it's super lightweight and feels lush on the skin. These next two products I also like to mix into a cocktail in the palm of my hand just for ease and also speed. So the first product is from Dermatica and it's the azelaic acid 20%. This is their first over-the-counter cream and I like to mix that with a little bit of my CeraVe. Now I love azelaic acid. I used to have it in my tretinoin prescription, but I found that my skin was getting a little flaky using my tretinoin and azelaic acid at the same time within that formulation. So I now use azelaic acid in the morning and still use my tretinoin without azelaic acid in the evening. Azelaic acid reduces pigmentation. It's also very calming on the skin. It reduces redness. It's also an anti-inflammatory and it's antibacterial, so hopefully will help to reduce my breakouts even further. So I mix my azelaic acid with my CeraVe to hydrate the skin even further, to nourish the skin, but also it's a very lightweight way of locking in all that hydration without using a heavy cream. And the last step in my morning routine is my SPF. Now I've recently started using an SPF from Tropic and it's the Sunday Facial UV Defense SPF 50. This is perfect for winter. It's not too nourishing. It's not too hydrating, so my makeup sits beautifully on top of it and it just feels very, very lightweight and comfortable on the skin. And when an SPF feels comfortable and hydrating but not overly nourishing on the skin, I know I'm going to use it religiously. It's a lovely SPF. So that's my morning skincare routine done. And I know that there are a lot of steps, but it still takes me less than 3 minutes to complete the entire process. And you have to remember that this is my personal skincare routine. I am not by any way suggesting that you should have as many steps in your morning routine. But like I said right at the very beginning of this video, there are 4 different areas that I want to target within my routine. So with 4 different areas, there are going to come multiple products. But at the end of the day, as long as you've got an SPF in your morning routine, you're all right. Moving on to my evening skincare routine. This has a lot fewer products because I have some prescription skincare in here, so I like to keep it as simple as possible. Firstly, I double cleanse my skin using a cleansing balm. I don't feel the need to use a cleansing balm and then a foaming cleanser. I don't feel my skin needs that during the autumn and winter, so I just double cleanse using a cleansing balm to remove my SPF and all of my makeup. Really effective. The cleansing balm that I use is the Then I Met You cleansing balm. As you can see, I need to order another one of these. Now, you don't need this specific cleansing balm. I really like it. It's a lovely texture and consistency. It's really lightweight, but very, very effective. But other cleansing balms will do pretty much the same job as this one. I only buy this one because I really like it. But if I needed to switch any product out desperately to save some money, this would definitely be the first one to be switched. The second product that I use in my evening skincare routine, again, is my NIOD Fractionated Eye Contour Concentrate that I apply in exactly the same way as I did in my morning routine. And straight after the Fractionated Eye Contour Concentrate, I once again use the NIOD Superoxide Dismutase Saccharide Mist, which I apply in exactly the same way, again, as my morning routine. The next product is a lip product that I absolutely swear by. I think I'm on my 3rd tube of this and that's almost empty. I love this stuff. This is from Dr. Sam Bunting, a dermatologist that's based in the UK. This is the Dr. Sam's Flawless Lip. And it's got 2 ingredients in here, lanolin and ceramides. This packs a punch with the hydration, with the nourishment, and it really looks after the skin on the lip. My lips have never been in such good nick as they've been since I started using this lip product. After the NIOD Skin Mist, I like to apply a very thin layer of moisturizer to seal in that hydration and also create a barrier for my tretinoin a little bit later on in the evening. Once that sank into the skin, I like to leave it at least 20 minutes until my skin's perfectly dry before I apply anything further to my skin. The last product in my routine will depend on whether I've used my Paula's Choice BHA first thing in the morning. Now, 1 day out of 7, I use my Paula's Choice first thing in the morning. And on those days, I use a different product in the evening. I don't use my prescription tretinoin. The product that I use is from NIOD again, and it's the Copper Amino Isolate Lipid 1%. Now, I've only just recently found this product. I've only been using it for the last couple of weeks, but I've also used this in the daytime. Now, this says to use it just in the evening, and I've only used it a couple of times within that 2-week period. However, if I've got really flaky, dry skin first thing in the morning, before I apply my makeup, I apply this to those areas of flakiness, and flakes be gone. This is just the cure. This has got copper peptides and other amazing ingredients. It's pro-collagen, it's pro-lipid, and it's pro-fat to increase skin volume, firmness, and elasticity. It increases collagen and elastin, restores skin's youthful appearance, repairs and protects the skin barrier, and hydrates. Now, I would apply the smallest amount all over the skin once a week on those days that I've applied my Paula's Choice BHA, and it is stunning. It's a real find. Now, there's no reason why you can't use this product every single day. You don't need to limit yourself to only using this 1 day a week. However, it is quite a pricey product. I can't actually afford to use this every single day, so I do like to ration myself to only using it on those days where I'm using the Paula's Choice BHA. But copper peptides and tretinoin aren't a great combination for my skin, so I only use it on the days where I'm not using my tretinoin. So 6 days out of 7, when I'm not using my Paula's Choice, I use my tretinoin from Dermatica. Now, you may not have tretinoin, you may not have a prescription for it, but it's a retinoid, so any sort of vitamin A derivative, I would use that 6 days out of 7. Now, tretinoin is a prescription strength retinoid. It's an all-rounder. It practically does everything for you apart from wash your car. This will soften fine lines, increase collagen and elastin production, reduce sun damage, rewinding time on your skin, reduce hyperpigmentation, even out your skin tone, reduce and also prevent breakouts. So it is absolutely an unbelievable product, and yeah, I wouldn't be without it. So 6 days out of 7, I apply my tretinoin. 1 day out of 7, I applied the NIOD Copper Amino Isolate Lipid 1%. It's a mouthful. So that's my morning and my evening skincare routines. I know there are a lot of products and there's a lot of money's worth of products within both of those routines, but skin is my thing. I would prefer to spend my money on skincare than spend my money on makeup. It's just my priority. I enjoy the whole process, and even though there are a lot of products in both routines, it still only takes me 3 minutes in the morning and 3 minutes in an evening, which is perfectly fine for me. So I hope you've really enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. Do let me know what you've thought about it in the comment section below, and hope to see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.